Hey there, Andrew here. I love to be entertained, but I have no patience, so I give every new show I watch only one episode to hook me. Welcome to Debut Review. Willow. I saw Willow in the theater when it came out in 1988, somewhere around there. The tender age of 8 years old. Unless it came out in January, then I would have been 7. Because my birthday's in February, you see. February 1st, if you want to send me a card. I actually just finished watching Willow, the movie from the late 80s. Because I'm not sure I've seen it since the theater. Although I had a pretty decent memory of the movie, so I probably saw it on TV, at least parts of it, once or twice in the years following. But I just watched it. I'm going to watch the first episode of the new series, which debuts in like 2.5 hours. So settle down, because I've got a lot of time to fill. So Willow, it's okay. I remember liking it okay. I remember liking things about it and thinking certain things were cool and certain things weren't. We never owned it on VHS, if that tells you anything. I don't know if we ever recorded it off TV. I don't think it was. I don't know that it's a movie anyone in my family ever really cared enough to try and get a copy of. Not that I don't like the movie. It's fine. But it's okay. So I wanted to watch it again to see if my memory held up, or if it's better than I remember, or worse than I remember. And it's pretty much exactly how I remember it. It's okay. It's not bad at all. It's just okay. There's a lot to like. It does a lot of things quite well. It's very imaginative. There's some cool creature design. The effects, particularly for 1988, are very good. Many of the jokes land. It's scenic. It's very pretty wherever they were shooting. A lot of the locations are very photogenic. Some great matte painting work going on. Castle set's not the greatest, but a lot of the other built elements for the movie work. Costuming's pretty cool. The music is fine. It's not bad. It's fine. It does its job. It's perfectly serviceable. The acting is not very good from anyone. Most of the acting in the film is just not really great. It's not plotted very well. The story is just... The action is not very well shot or conceived or executed. A lot of it's very imaginative, like the trolls that crawl on walls and under bridges and for some reason transform into that two-headed Hydra thing. That's cool. I like that the film has a bit of a dark streak. Like that two-headed Hydra thing eats people and you see blood on swords. It's, good 80s stuff. When they weren't afraid to show some blood and have people ripped in half by a big toothy monster. And it's still like PG-13. Actually, I don't know. What is... Great. What is... Pulled this right out of my PS4. Doesn't extend... That extension cable does not extend that far. Was I right about 1988? 88, yes. What was I looking for? Oh, it's PG. There's blood in this movie. People get eaten and ripped in half. People die via stabbing and stuff. PG. Ah, the 80s. So I'm very interested to see how the new show stacks up. At least I hope I'm correct and it's a TV show and not a movie. Because I keep being wrong about that. Like, I see a trailer for something, I'm like, oh, that looks like an interesting little movie. I'll check that out. And I find out it's a TV show. Oh, okay. I see another thing. I'm like, oh, that looks like an interesting TV show. Maybe I'll do a debut review. And it turns out to be a movie. I'm like, okay. I suck at this now. So, Willow, the TV show, I think. Willow returns in a new series, that sounds like a TV show, set many years after the events of the original film. Well, since I've seen the trailer, I know Warwick Davis is in it. You would have to say, unless you're digitally de-aging him, which you're probably not doing, and you're not, because again, saw the trailer. I'm excited for it, even though I'm kind of meh on Willow. Willow's charming, right? The original film, it's an easy watch. It's not boring. It's very charming. There's a lot of fun things to see. It's kind of corny and hokey, but in an entertaining way. It's fine. I saw the trailer for Willow, and it's got Willow in it and some other D&D characters, and it's got fantasy creatures in it, so yeah, cool. I'm on board. All right, Willow, you don't have to be much better. I mean, your source material is fine. If you do better than just fine, I promise I'll watch episode 2 if episode 1 is better than just fine. It's only 9:30. It's not premiering for another 2.5 hours. So how are you? How about that second Mario Brothers movie trailer, huh? Looks cool. Boy, they're throwing everything at this one. It's like, it's Mario! And all of the characters that you know and love! And Yoshi's! And Donkey Kong! And Mario Kart! And Rainbow Road! And maybe a little bit of Luigi's Mansion! Please love us! Oh, and we name-dropped Galaxy! Seriously, though, it's visually attractive, and the jokes are landing for me. It makes me laugh, so, yeah. Did you see that poster of Peach? I don't know what they were going for with her facial expression, but it reads to me like Peach is fantasizing about bathing in your steaming entrails. At least that's what I get out of that poster. Your mileage may vary. 9:34. Maybe they released early. Let's see. Nope. No. Should drop at midnight my time, which is again a little less than 2.5 hours. I don't know how long each episode's going to be. Is it going to be like a 22 minutes kind of a regular television length, or is it going to be your typical streaming thing length where it's somewhere between like 30 and 40 minutes? It's going to be one of the longer ones that are pushing up against an hour. I don't know. We'll see in about 2 hours and 25 minutes. I ask because I have to work in the morning, so... I'm going to do something else for a while. So I was like, I've got a couple hours. I'll fire up Trails in the Sky the Third and relax to a little bit of a grinding session. Level up some of the characters, but mainly just get some more Sepith so I can buy more orbments to slot in my orb little pocket, whatever it is. And I was sitting there happily grinding away, smacking enemies in the face with sticks, and then the game crashed and I lost all of my progress from the last 40 minutes or however long I was playing. And I found I was in a state the opposite of relaxed. I was vexed. Oh well. Yeah, it's the first time. I remember when we started the first game a couple of years ago, I couldn't get the damn thing to get past the opening cutscene. But other than that, it's been smooth sailing, technology-wise. It's the first time. Yeah, I mean, if it's going to crash, I'd prefer to do it at my own time rather than on stream, so... Oh, Willow, yeah. So, I forgot to mention a couple hours ago when I did the intro, but I was really interested to see if... I knew Warwick Davis is in this, but I was like, I wonder if anyone else is going to be in here. Yeah, I imagine if Val Kilmer's in it, we would have heard by now. Or maybe he's in there later and they're keeping it secret. Who knows? Or, maybe... Sorsha, another thing that her face turn doesn't work. Yeah. I mean, maybe if you'd given her and Mad Mardigan a history, you could have worked something out there, but yeah. First movie's not very good. It's not bad, it's just not very good. The first episode of the TV show, pretty good. I'm enjoying it. They actually premiered the first 2 episodes of however long this series is. And were I not recording this, I'd probably watch episode 2 before going to bed. And it's almost 1 o'clock in the morning and I have to work. I am an adult. And I decide when I go to bed. So the show starts out and it opens up a book called Willow, the whole fantasy storybooky thing. That's fine. And if you look at the bottom of the words on the bottom of the page, it's the opening narration from the original movie, which I'm glad I watched this evening because I would not have remembered that. So it's narrated by by Sorsha, the daughter of the evil queen who does an unmotivated face turn. Well, I mean, she is. Her motivation is Val Kilmer's really hot, and yeah, but I need more. So anyway, I was thinking, I wonder if they got the original actor to play Sorsha in this. Yeah, they did. That's her. I was like, oh, it is her. Great. I couldn't tell by the voice, but as soon as she walked on camera, I was like, same actor. Awesome. Okay, best line in the show is someone says, we're all gonna die. Because, they're out on the quest. The Fellowship has formed and they're out to... They're on their D&D adventure. And one of them says, we're all gonna die. And the prince from the other kingdom who's, betrothed to Sorsha's kid is like... we're all gonna die? I wish someone had said that before, because I'm very scared of dying. That and communal bathing. I see you, buddy. Me too. That got a laugh out of me. I thought that was really funny. The editing is kind of bad. It's even worse. I mean, I criticized the first movie for having some not great action editing. Broadly, the editing in this show is... The first episode's 54 minutes. It's edited like someone held a gun to the editor's head and said, "You keep this under an hour, or you'll never see your children again." It's like, okay, fine. We'll end the scene before. We won't let anything breathe. We'll just chop it here and cut somewhere else. Seriously, there are several scenes in this first episode where I was like, wait, what happened? Because the editing's not great. But it does look like they filmed outdoors in a few places. So, and we've got some pretty vistas, so that's nice. I kind of admire that the baby from the original Adora, Eleonora, whatever her name is, Susan. Susan is going to be the child empress. That's a never-ending story. Whatever. The child empress who's going to bring light to the kingdom and vanquish all evil, but apparently Willow had a vision, so they hid her. And I'm like, is it the cook? It was the cook? Yeah, of course it is. You're not going to be... And no, I didn't spoil it because they reveal it that... Well, I guess I spoiled the... Yeah, okay. Sorry. But I appreciate that even the show was like, yeah, no one's going to be surprised by who the... Yeah, it's the cook. We know it's the cook. All right, fine. We'll get that out of the way and we'll keep moving. The action actually is better conceived and better choreographed than it was in the original movie, but the editing, very choppy. Also, I said I wasn't terribly moved by the Willow theme, from the original movie, but they do a nice job incorporating the Willow theme and fanfare into this TV show soundtrack. It's actually, they do it quite... I think the music is a lot better. I don't know what the hell they were thinking with the song that's playing over the credits. It's bad, but it's not just bad, it's completely incongruous with everything that came before. I don't know what they were thinking. So, essentially, it's a Fellowship of the Ring. We've got an ancient evil somewhere. We got to go get it. So we've formed a Fellowship of the Ring to trek across the misty mountains to the shining seas to wherever we're going to go vanquish evil. Right. So, what's our Fellowship looking like? Well, we've got. Sorsha and Mad Mardigan had two kids. They had Kit, who's the princess, and Dave, who's the prince. Right? Dave, bit of a playboy, but he's totally for serious, fallen in love with the cook. But he got kidnapped by bad guys. So we're forming a party to venture forth into the unknown, and vanquish evil. So they're like, okay, we need a party. So we're gonna get Kit, my daughter, because she wants to get her brother back, who's betrothed to the prince from the other kingdom, and neither of them want to marry the other because they don't know each other. Kit's girlfriend, night lady, who's played by the woman... It's not Sally Kellerman. Why do I have that name in my head? Played by the woman who plays... Did you see Solo, A Star Wars Story? You have that character, Emphas Nest. And she chases Woody Harrelson and whoever else is in that movie throughout the entire movie. At the end of the movie, she takes off her helmet, and it's that actor. And it's played like it's this big reveal, but we've never seen this character before, so why is this played like a reveal? It's like, oh my god, it's... Who is that? I don't know who that is. Remember when they were advertising Metroid Other M years and years ago? And there was the one guy who takes off his helmet, hey, remember me? And everyone was like, no, who are you? Filmmakers, storytellers, you can't dramatically reveal a character we've never met before because we don't know who that is. It doesn't work. Anyway, that actor, Emphas Nest, she also plays the lead terrorist in Falcon and the Winter Soldier. She's the Night Lady. And she was like gonna go to night training school, but you know, it's like, well, if you're gonna go marry the prince dude, then I'm gonna go night training. And then her brother gets kidnapped, and it's like, well, I'm gonna go after my brother. She's like, I'm gonna go with you. So the princess, her girlfriend, her betrothed prince dude, the old guy who's not on the poster, so you know he's going to die, and he does. Some other guy that's been in jail, but he seems to be a talented dude who knows the land, so they let him out and say, hey, if everyone makes it back alive, you get pardoned. Even for that disgusting public act in the haberdashery. Haberdashery. I don't care how good velvet feels against your skin, you sick man. He seems cool. Who else? Oh, and the cook follows them because she's going to go after her boyfriend. And she's good at cooking. Is there anyone else in the party? Emphas Nest, her girlfriend, her betrothed prince dude, the jail guy, the cook. There's someone else. Nope, don't know. Don't remember. I think there's someone else there, though. So, yeah, the action's very choppy, but it's a lot of it, but it's better choreographed. It does still kind of feel like we don't have we don't have all the time or all the budget in the world, and not all of our actors are the best fighters, and we've only got so many stunt people, so we're just going to have to kind of cut around it a little bit. But there's some really cool creature design. The rat dogs from the original thing are back. In the original movie, they had these rat dog monster things, which were just dogs in a rat costume, which was adorable. I love that. You know how they dressed up elephants as not wampas. Banthas in Star Wars. You know, they just put a costume on an elephant. Yeah, in Willow, they put a costume on a dog. That's a rat creature. It's hilarious. It looks like they were, at least for some of the shots, using dogs with costumes on. But, again, the quick cutting, you couldn't really get a good look at it. In the original movie, it was dogs in costumes and a puppet. So it's a bit too quick in this to really get a good idea. But it was nice to see him again. There's like 4 main bad guys, which is a big bulky dude with a bird cage on his head. Some woman who can transform into a bird. Another the mouth of Sauron with whips, and a blind dude who is Nightcrawler. Cool design. They look neat, and it's fun to watch them fight. So. We've got some cool bad guys. We've got some fun, personality-full characters in our main fellowship. Oh, and Willow shows up at the very end because they need a sorcerer. I hope his wife, what's her name, Kira or something like that, and the kids are still... It'd be nice to have if the actors are still around, to have the wife and the kids cameo. It'd be nice to see. One of the things I like about the first movie is Willow's a family man. Had a wife and 2 kids. That's cool. I hope his family's still going strong and we get to see him. But the what's Willow's Elwins or something like that? You only see Willow and one other dude. So I don't know where everybody is, where everybody are. Is? It's late. I'm tired. Let's see. Anything else I want to say? No, not really. I enjoyed the first episode. It's fun. It's I think that the humor has a much better track record than the original movie, which was some of the jokes worked. The show has a higher percentage of landing jokes for me anyway. The acting is a lot better. Whatever the actor's name who plays Sorsha, doing a fine job, even though, can't really criticize her for the first movie. She had no character. And Warwick Davis says, Willow, he only has a cut. He's only in the last couple of minutes of the show. He only has a few lines, but he certainly a marked improvement over the last 30-some years. Much more natural delivery than when he was a young man. So, yeah, good on your work. So, yeah, I'm excited to see more, but it is late and I have to work in the morning, so I'll probably just go to bed. Yes. You should go to bed too. No, I air this at noon, so. On the other hand, some of you are on the other side of the world, so if you watch the premiere, it might be late and maybe you should go to bed. I don't know. Sleep when you're tired and or have time. Yes, I provide good advice based on years of life experiences. My YouTube channel has value.